This boy.
Snake no way in Trumo.
In any serious jurisdiction, it could be a party being and I brought you with me a original charm. And the original charm I know so who what is called failure. Say be if we be failure, the classical definition of failure. I brought you.
Company na sa kofa ban go the water say. Company na we are gold. Pedally no junior go we are gold as some here cannot see.
Yeah, but dear you.
Yeah.
So all these things, you know, you know. The best boama if you be more come echo.
So a reset agenda no dey about.
One key idea President John Dramani Mahama Asaye ebin si da the gold board.
What no man than is snake or hidden true anymore. Come with me kasa check Ghana for my Ghana. Eh?
But just also in this boy.
Come snake no hidden true more.
In any serious jurisdiction, it could be a party being and I brought you with me a original charm. And the original charm I know so who what is called failure. Say be if we be failure, the classical definition of failure. I brought you.
Company na sa kofa ban go the water say. Company na we are gold. Pedally no junior go we are gold as some here cannot see.
Yeah, but dear you.
Yeah.
So all these things, you know, you know. The best boama if you be more come echo.
So a reset agenda no dey about.
One key idea President John Dramani Mahama Asaye ebin si da the gold board.
What no man than is snake or hidden true anymore. Come with me kasa check Ghana for my Ghana. Eh?
But just also in this boy.
Come snake no hidden true more.
In any serious jurisdiction, it could be a party being and I brought you with me a original charm. And the original charm I know so who what is called failure. Say be if we be failure, the classical definition of failure. I brought you.
Company na sa kofa ban go the water say. Company na we are gold. Pedally no junior go we are gold as some here cannot see.
Yeah, but dear you.
Yeah.
So all these things, you know, you know. The best boama if you be more come echo.
So a reset agenda no dey about.
One key idea President John Dramani Mahama Asaye ebin si da the gold board.
What no man than is snake or hidden true anymore. Come with me kasa check Ghana for my Ghana. Eh?
But just also in this boy.
Come snake no hidden true more.
In any serious jurisdiction, it could be a party being and I brought you with me a original charm. And the original charm I know so who what is called failure. Say be if we be failure, the classical definition of failure. I brought you.
Company na sa kofa ban go the water say. Company na we are gold. Pedally no junior go we are gold as some here cannot see.
Yeah, but dear you.
Yeah.
So all these things, you know, you know. The best boama if you be more come echo.
So a reset agenda no dey about.
One key idea President John Dramani Mahama Asaye ebin si da the gold board.
What no man than is snake or hidden true anymore. Come with me kasa check Ghana for my Ghana. Eh?
But just also in this boy.
Come snake no hidden true more.
Say I see the point political house show. It's me at the bro na bibi at me koye at the Mount Safi and I what do we feed in it me at aha. Tofiakwa TV, Fashion TV, Time TV, all on YouTube and also on Facebook. And the Jumediano Etimi and the Ebro Medin and the Big Brother G the Maestro. It's not to say among your seminar with the Ebro democracy kebi mami kebi and then yama ekutri ekobrema ewe my ganemu and I'm a bombardier and I'm betimi at the Abro. Also so we say ubetimi de wadrin tre at the afa yan kasa fidi no so namiso betimi read the amount na bibia etimi ayakama. But the kind of commodity I chose say Jumedia me no and yamenkwa what I say many wumi no wa washe many wa wutimi no any age you made it who be here say also so no what the wadrin tre ebefa yen social media handles na so na metimi eridi akenkan na bibia etimi akoye at the amount 85 Tofiakwa TV on YouTube and also on Facebook. Make sure sɛ wobɛtumi like it na share na wagya or comment ɛwɔ hɔnom na bibia ɛtumi akɔ yie san so ɛfa kɔ Time TV on YouTube and also on Facebook na kɔ share ɛwɔ hɔnom ma me na like it na gya comment wɔ hɔ metimi akenkan ne kama asan so ɛde ama afei so no na wakɔ Fache TV na akɔ share subscribe na gya comment ɛde ato na metimi akenkan ne kama na metimi ɛde ama me team of production, me team of producers and a AD media and a brand fire success agency etnent nyama director nyama kama pa Emma bibia timi ko ye afin so Emmanuel Labi and so a controlling nyama we chiro Emma bibia timi ko ye enti team no a fully packed and the energy media no a bro we the point political house show yeah the bro Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays exactly 11:30 na itimi energy media we itimi edia bro and next show no me call monologue in a sense and I mean kwana metna say na me jumani kama edia ma because of say and an insembe bro close to about 2 to 3 weeks ni tembia interviews ni ade no e kosopa e wo fidie we so enya asem ketwa kra na no fiada wote Kennedy or Henny Minta enka the personal assistant for Brain Champion or Baha made the incomo kama okay can say me be the hunkomo e wo fidie so ene afin so ene no be the kedi incomo say me monologue na edidi incomo ama bibia etimi akoye sa afin na de ato adoma ma me mo wakwaba efamba ye kasa fidie so na bibia etimi koye bet se wo se mesisi me ho na niema ekoye de mame pa na metimi de nedwumedie ne ebrewa na ewo se meka wo se aboafo bi ene etimi asomase amede nedwumedie no ede ebro na nipa wasomase na se aboafo wasomase amede ebro no nedwumedie a wodi pa no se ono no ohwe esi adan e make sure se construction materials bi a wope ewo wakache no ono betimi enye bi ede ama me di nkomo de ache se wiase abrabo na ye bo no ade ba kopan betimi di mu ede ama wo wiase a obaye no eye beebi a odi wuti beto ene sa ne ntine se wonya beebi di wuti to na no pa ache se wiase abrabo na yakopon bo ba wiase na wo bo no se wetimi atwemu 70 to 80% na bibie koye ede ma enunti ena me Camfo Millennium Construction Company Limited ede ama wo se wo pe obi ache se anase wo pe company umbetimi si wudan kama edi amount so twin bi eni ho a che so mo no omo mfa osika endi omo ndadao na ombaye ho adwuma pa di amount dia na eno ye Millennium Construction Company Limited me se kope omo echira bre na omo nsi wudan no dream house no a opese wusi na wudem na o swimming pool ene obi bia ye ma e wo fie hodom no called Millennium Construction Company Limited as well yet na omuntimi endi jumedie ne enfama kama o wa brochire o pese wo to asase na o develop o mansion o develop over ya no bomodin na call Millennium Construction Company Limited me din komo de a chew say omunsa ase na omoton no edafom esanso so ehon sanso ejo wenya court nsensem manso twin bia ena obenya ewo omunsa ase ho asase bi wo ho abekọ akoto na manso twin ewo so no na enye manso twin ketwa enda ohene betimi edi asase na madipa be miensa na ye twe ho daawre ewo court we Millennium Construction no enye mudie ni bia we die no say kutu say bam na wetimi ejiemu ediama so wo 3 bedrooms apartment 2 bedrooms apartment 4 bedrooms apartment etimi ahan anase wo pebi etimi atwa ne nyina no wasiesie bia ya chese ukọ honoma wasum ebedwo bese obetimi aso daye na ukọ heaven ne nyina Millennium Construction Company Limited and ebetimi about that dream house no anase your dreams no ebetimi aba into reality at the amount etibomodin na fe woni kire omasroye na kodidi nkomo honom na omontimi enhwe enye bibia emfamba omo ena so ya se ene dey no yetimi dey the point political house show at the bro Tofiakwa TV, Fache TV and also Time TV all on our social media handles are yetimi ebomodin at the bro but unim. And I know there were a lot of issues I was here discussing. In the next 1 hour, close to about 12:45, need you made it's me essay. Enti me say more than my trade befa your social media handles no so na my can kind of come at the amount. And then the minimum they you made but send a make and I know a whole lot of things now a bit me are passing through this particular show because and the news number they ban I know what they papa ewo ahanom beden ma men share na men run up my stories na men kenken mu kama emfa maun because enen ensem ekoso wo my Ghana mu no enye ensem keto as producers why ready a yen share na yen rolly ye news for today the yen din komo kakra emfa ho na me share a na me du wura ko wan kranta mu nsem so what say ko wan krata no emu nsem a chese headlines na poso no e was say me read kakra e de ma na hu senia our newspapers no headlines bulletin no esitie e wo my kronkron Ghana mo na we a daily graphic producer ma be daily graphic na yindi nkomo kakra emfanfa ho o he daily graphic a omode the front page of daily graphic omode Honorable Alban Bagbin, that is the Speaker of Parliament etimi ato ehonum na nkoma Honorable Alban Bagbin age no just simple also use budget as a transformative tool. Yes, I say use budget as transformative tool that the Speaker charges Parliament. Ewo nano in sema KSL Atoforsen, which is he is the Minister of Finance. Abra or call Parliament equity budget. Edema, I mean the Republic of Ghana no. Honorable Alban Bagbin. Itimi e charge no ewo Parliament say ombo modern no own use budget na wetimi edi abano as a transformative tool and obetimi aboa na develop oman no am so apen into mapa edi efra ewo honom eno eye nsema yenya ewo Honorable Alban Bagbin, the Speaker of Parliament asweye a odi inkomo ewo honom na we so no Oshe, I mean, daily graphic na when so every the Assemblies of God global chairman ho na we didn't come Oshe daily graphic almost so the infoni area to say Ghana regional beacon of hope not just also didn't come edifa choir your religious leaders no efa so enya omupumesibre when it comes to among yourself and wo yinkrumo hanoma or say the Ghana regional beacon of hope no ni nyina say Ghana no chese yama kakra wo krumo hanom no omobombodin a na omutimi enhwe se yen religion no ene se yesi efa ye Christo som yesi fa ye Islamic som ene the traditional way no yenhwe ne yenfa into 2 years na be ya intimi nkunye nsunsuanso bone ewo oman kronkron Ghana so ewo I mean afibia ebeba ene nia ede enima yekoma I mean dikan na minsan so enko the next I mean headliner and also etodwa ewo yenkasa fidie so na the next newspaper no the informer ohwe the informer producer role and also ma me ndi nkomo kakra ewo ho the informer enso so the chese impenifo kuku dan bebre na to mo front page a almost edi nkomo kakra ewo ho no na the first on the list the gentleman of the Republic of Ghana, that's President His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now, utie nkomo na His Excellency AD na or say Mahama warns against exploitation of Hajj pilgrims. That is the His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Or say wa warning against one more. Say a true timer. Yen nuanum kremofo come Mecca or Saudi Arabia. That's a government in the ANCHE at the yen nuanum kremofo air choir. Sin crofobie a pequoti quine so at the Nyasika. What I say, Omu Dupi amount for Eddie Nyasika, Eddie Free, San and Crofono. Now, we na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. It's made him come Eddie Afahon said, one more sebi a good timer, a bino, a befa in your Muslimi for Ediomako, Mecano Matimiako Bomumpaye, Abuamo, my Timiaku yen, and Crofoa, almost so Eddie Pesica, Eddie Free these innocent ones or more that one. So, man, ye na or conducting investigation as a Nyangwa. Wa ebetimi enyano aban anase emra enu ebedi ewo kurum ha we eye enkoma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edia the informer etimi edia to omoko wa krata no enim the front page enim ama bibia etimi koye ewo ho no wenso so every baumia yes baumia enso so edi enkomo kakra ewo honom na o share onto the far right corner of the informer Baumia picture that wins to say Baumia promises to transform Ghana with big ideas. We Nkuma Rabamodu Baumia, the former Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, and also AD Nkomo ewo the informer or say Baumia promises to transform Ghana with big ideas. That is in era Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. senior osi pese onoye Franka Tufodema the NPP as a political party coming 2028 election and ubetimi aba o my Ghana no or pe Franka Tufoni bi ewo NPP now tie nkomo na wakwa kodi na say or transforming Ghana with big ideas. Me and Kasa meditating in common with a lot of videos I'm about Eddie Show or say or Oma Ghana abruchri in Africa and send on Ubesi no or the ideas of abruchri send ya abrofunesia fachichromo minor and or the beba of my Ghana no with Timia Boa amanyema kuyi ewo my Ghana it was a sana or babe na enona NDC for it or was say obey vice president you know what's that so if you be waiting to me emphasize idea number one chichro minor I feel the way free so and I was abe that Ghana for say o de abruchri ebeba Ghana almost way there his excellency John his excellency Dr. Mahmoud Baumia we there obwa was way there obwa it's we so kakra so with the informer on the front page now the informer one kasa obi no the two pictures be at honum back on the office of the special prosecutor Irakisi Ejaben a picture either on the far left and also we are having the host of the Good Evening Ghana and so a picture and so either on the far right ewo honum na utie in commona ewo honum na it is quite simple on the far right picture either ono Paul Adom Ochre na eno na no yeti in common say the special prosecutor and the Kisi Ejaben ono the special prosecutor enya intawantawa kakra ewo court pertaining some sort of bribery and corruption aspect hete ewo Ghana airport at the time Yura Paul Adom Ochre then another Danko Kufado appointed no ewo Ghana airport just in common no endorse wo na o share in common mode abana mo say Adom Ochre flees from OSP Adom Ochre flees from OSP eno ene in common kakra ewo honum na informer wankasa omode honorable backbend enso picture e dia to all mudin komo say budget must provide road map ewo honum e so ye enkomo kakra ekoso ewo honum it's a lot of stories in eko ewo yenko wan krata that is the news papers are me reading the kama edema also free the publisher and so the Anas Aremeyao Anas picture edia to honum yes of the Anas Aremeyao Anas picture edia to now oshe Anas picture now a lot of people are asking say they been in Anas picture edda the publisher name now utie omo caption omo diama Anasa edi or say Anas wins 5-0 at Supreme Court. Yes, Anas case na ekodi Supreme Court pertaining on a year eche adono chese the akupim say after Supreme Court etnas no verdict the babontin Anas timi wini 5-0 against eche adwa eno no eko enimo edema yera Anas Aremeyao en common emo de ewo hono ma me flipping intent because of your time linti the queen we free Ghanaian Times. Na Oshe Ghanaian Times are almost front page almost the Honorable Muntaka Mohammed in the team at all. Now Honorable Muntaka the Interior Minister na Nkoma Wakwakudi at the actual Ghanaian Times and the Ghana phone so we will ensure seamless recruitment processes na enweti miabua emo minor fan ntoma pa edi fra enche bia na tese stampede ene ho nkoniaba etimi esi ewo at the time na military for yo almost screening ewo Elwak Sports Stadium Babara Sports Stadium and other venues are omotimi edo to ewo the whole over regions are amanfo etimi coin a lot of things they see especially with Elwak Sports Stadium pertained about 6 people are omuye at a sport, other 5 people in Russia with the 37 military hospital. At that time, ye Rajon Jamani Mahama Ekupio Honoma, 5 people no more than ICU, Bakudie, no on ako unconscious, Ewo Honoma, Nanyama Enkuye. No Interior Minister Edia to address say suddenly see you know in case there to Ghana no Samrin Airco Nana Samri Airco or be ensure say recruitment processes quite faso edigi I mean your military for any of the first screening no or no behwe no waboa amasa ntutuye no etimi akoye e de ama oman in Ghana we any enkomo kakra yewura muntaka edi ewo ehonum na bibia eso ekoye we so free the point, yes, the Ghanaian point. We the point, we a Ghanaian point, and also so a Kuwa Krata, almost so the Yera John Dramani Mahama picture, Eddie Atoho, yes, almost so the Yera John Dramani Mahama picture, Eddie Atoho, IGP picture, Edaho, and a name was so in common Musu AD, and also Musu Media Moody, Ewo Mine, almost so a picture, Edaho, and a Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and so picture, Edaho, and our face so Ghana presidential jet. And so picture Edaho in common no Edoso ewa the point, the Ghanaian point, Kuwa Kratan, we IGP denies claims police officer was denied medical care. And no Koma IGP Eddie Etuja Ewo Senya na omu amanfo be reading commerce police for no hospital na se ye kwhwe omo yana especially police hospital say we krum hanom no yana ye deny some of the police officers omo medical care no na IGP ababonten abe declare say we no san komo na ekoso no enya ade a eyen komo papa enye no kre police for ekọ hospital na se omo hododo omo a ye hwe omo ema bibia etimi ekoye na we so ye naimos for so come on say yellow faces raid, that's Naimos task force seizes drugs and dynamite in western region. That is Naimos for no etimi akọ western region e honum na galamsey no omo tu ingudie na pa ye ewo oman in Ghana na enum no omokoye no omakohu sebi inru bi a harmful harmful substances a amanfo de gu insu ma enya nsunsuanso ewo yen a yesa insu ni bi enom no ho na Naimos for no ko ho no metimi akosidi sa inru no a omonso eboa akon galamsey no ama bibia timi akoye we so free Yera John Dramani Mahama also one good term deserves another. We at the Ghanaian point in the team at the John Dramani Mahama picture at all. I also one good term deserves another. Meaning say the second term of Yera John Dramani Mahama no ever say among for people na say Yera as also call another term being the toso call the third term. Sound common no be did home common ewa hanom dear bet me feel say enya dia Ghana yemra no ebetimi amakwan ewa hono ko ye constitution no mandatory ema ho kwan say first term 4 years, second term 4 years, then na o president no odi o ankasa odwumedie no egu na ofofro nso so aba betoa so ama bibia etimi akoye e de ama we so Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ono ankasa biem enkomo na medi ye ewo the publisher no wasan so be di enkomo ni biem ewo o say it is ideas not money that will transform Ghana. Yes, I say it is ideas, not money, that will transform Ghana. Or sounds with commodity beam say we know a dream in Yesika in the session of my Ghana, and I say in Yesika, and no bit media church or my Ghana, neighbor moon a dream, say be Yankopon a diamano, a Disiana woku school with Siano, and then Yankopon diamana. Or no bit me a faso ediatry on my Ghana, ama bibia, etimi akoye, enti the Ghanaian point, front page, and a woman penny for sebi, or bukuwa medium home coupon. Now, presidential jet, etimi returning to Ghana after 8 solid months. Presidential jets, etimi are returning to Ghana. A home como ha, a bit a home como ewa hanum, na bibia etv. Ako ye. Oh my God. Producer, mami for the last one. Na Minsha in the didn't come. We free the daily analysts. Na Yera John Dramani Mahama. Sorry, Yera another Dankwe Kufuado, His Excellency. Edin komo kakra ewa hanum. Na ose Aliu Mahama was a man of great integrity. Aliu Mahama was a man of great integrity. We His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the former president of the Republic of Ghana, and etimi edi inkomowe ediafa, the former vice president of the Republic of Ghana. Na Yera Aliu Mahama, the second, the second vice president, and sorry, the third vice president under the Fourth Republic of Ghana. Unse at the time when Ira John Ajukum Kufuor the president, the vice president, Aliu Mahama, on the vice president, Edema Ira John Ajukum Kufuor. Na Oshe the near more bay, especially that man was an engineer. How he was able to construct, track roads, how he was able to make sure say Ghana rules any facilities, infrastructures. My Ghana no Aliu Mahama did it in that particular maximum time, and now on the vice president at the Republic of Ghana. And now on the 13th anniversary, you run another danko Kufuor the Kupi Honoma na Obo Aliu Mahama Baso send the legacy no na emu du ne enimonyam enso so ewom we yen komo kakra yira na nado danko Kufuor etimi akodi ho komo na wo hwe ase ho no pe na obesan so hu the presidential jet in sem na me kan ewo the Ghanaian point ko wa krata ni mo no omasan so the abeto di ho komo o say after 8 months overall after an 8-month overall in France, presidential jet returns to Ghana. And they say, I'm going to maintain France. France will acquire your presidential jets in their mind. Taffy, there's answer about or my control Ghana. Taffy said, You're John Dramani Mahama be too quiet. Presidential jets, are you ready? Archers or nobody to me, Eddie too quiet. Eddie Akobe beer was say, or the call. Now, no call Japan, you whom Bra, John Dramani Mahama Cobre. 8 hours solid trip. We could see Tokyo, or Yokohama. No, so far train, close to about 2 hours. It's not train, more public train, more, and so I could do Yokohama. You remind Mahama, dear, selfless leader, pa, and home come. Now, and then, in cabin shame, me come stories no so need didn't come kakra. And producer, really, the first release person about me didn't come kakra. Na, utien komona air cost na, no, na me didn't come kakra, say, military for no your madrin say omo form so maton dia kwa bonten no they will need some people to actually obtain snebeya in the next year no ometimi di omako serious training mo na ometimi pass it out about bonten the sad no omo yen hyehyeye say nkrani bi enko Elwak Sports Stadium ebi so Embra Babaya Sports ebi so nko Takrade ebi so nko Northern Region omo nko yo screening no na omo hwe di obetimi pass it in the military service of our country in Ghana. Na eno nkomo de baye no, especially with the Elwak Sports Stadium, in Krofua itimi etru piko honom no as of anajo anasa homachi 2 a.m. Na amanfo aboma Elwak Sports Stadium anache se omunyina no epe se omunya military ne mu kwan no so etimi besum oman Ghana na eno na fofi antoata ana se oyire kese to oman Ghana nipa insia ewuye at the time stampede kese esi ewo Elwak Sports Stadium, and also nipa 5 enso call unconscious aye Russia omunyina de omko 37 military hospital ema emu ba ko de na chese ono so aye unstable eti samra me no din komo de say ebi foforo bi asanso abeka ho de ene menim but the call on record near 6 people are omutimi ehwere omonkwa ewo honom na no ena the Ghana Armed Forces etimi release omankasa elected dia babontin say oyene kese ne to ye no omodi ato honom na embom no 20th November of this month almost also another screening beam. Almost also another screening beam. Now, okay, let anymore with the omoyi centers mako 5. Said these centers no, and now omobeye almost screening no ewo. First one, Elwak Sports Stadium, and no Elwak Sports Stadium no, one stadium, but then omenya 2 centers Elwak Sports Stadium wanuma. Or measure say screening processes no bibia betimi akoye ewo honom afin so no ye frɛ baby Nicholson Park, that's Bema Camp, and also no menya 2 centers ewo honom a amanfo mbechim ama amanfo akohonom ama ebimoso akonya omo screening processes no ewo ho afin so Air Force Base Bema Camp also another center and also ebetimi akoso and afin so Training and Doctrine Command, that the TRADOC Teshi that and so 2 centers and so honum almost with Jumano ewo honum afin so Eastern Naval Command tema and so ebetimi akohonum name no all qualified applicants in batches of 600 persons and I just omit much so meaning say sa emiaye num na medium commodity actual that is one Elwak Sports Stadium 2 centers and na ombetimi enya ewo honom the Colson Park Bema Camp and so 2 centers and ombetimi enya ewo honom Air Force Base Bema Camp and so ombetimi nya a center ewo honom Bema Camp wonoma and after so training and doctrine command into bracket Tradoc Teshi and so 2 centers and then also betimi aba ewo honom na so Eastern Naval Command that's Tema and also so no betimi a center wo honoma betimi di in command wo na uchrema also all qualified applicants in batches of 600 persons will each receive an SMS specifying their reporting date, batches, and designated centers. That is, SAR centers in Numia Media Tujano. In Croform tour applicants or multi tour forms this time around. And yes, San Crofoni and Rebecca Elwak Sports Stadium. Name venues Numna Medium Commodia Trono. Nipa Maku 600 Biabeko Center Baku, which is quite good. It's Center Baku Biano, Nipa 600, and a Bekwaku do Mujuma Ewo Honma Senebeya screening processes and other things a warm to me. I eminent Ewo Ehonoma. Enti the Ghana Armed Forces saying found to be him say Mua Mubinya messages, text messages, WhatsApp messages. Say Monko, some of these centers no. Monko na Monko di Mujuma na ewo hono 2 centers Elwak Sports Stadium 2 centers the Colson Park 2 centers Air Force Base Bema Camp and also a center back on Training and Doctrine Command Tradoc and also 2 centers and also Eastern Naval Command Tema and also Air 1 center. So each and every center biano ebenya 600 persons was almost so ebitimi akwako yomu training no so it's we any in kakra the Ghana Armed Forces etimi ede aba abonte na abrantepa mami the 6 people are omo etimi hwere omo nkwa last week no Elwak Sports dem ndi nkomo kakra honum. Yes, mami 6 people no mo pictures na ndi nkomo kakra honum na sebi nkomo na ye ba bedi no quite sensitive and afins no ya what I say ya chere say obi be sorry na obey na adwin say all in the sake of Ghana, the name Ghana, the Republic of Ghana. He wants to fight, he wants to work for the Republic of Ghana in the moment of serving our dear nation in Tino obekwa kwa hwere ne nkwa ewo honom na no yenke bi nhie mo say asem we sie na me catch say sebi Krofo insia ewu ye no quickly the president of the Republic of Ghana etimi ekoye 37 military hospital ekohwe omumu no make sure say omo a even po omo prepare almost ye rush omo de omo koye no president betimi ahwe omo na wetimi ahwe omo crime say bibia betimi akoyi de omo sankrofo no president etimi edeko even to the extent say Yera John Dramani Mahama de adi aba monte say sankrofo nsin ye omewi emaya omewi ebusua no enhwe omabusua no mu baako no munyi nipa baako emfa ne mbe represente omo snebeya automatically government ni betimi aform no omako the military service na omo so etimi akodi omujuma ediama the institution of the Republic of Ghana. Na enkomo mi babedi ne be say quite sensitive kakra because of say we cannot sit down for these things to be happening whilst we have the necessary measures ebitima take prevent these kind of things. So take the military press on release the about bontina being cast on munya de my yade. The mono intimunim say Mubetima san shewe betimi the venues 5 about bontin in crime potemu on mancasano. Venues 5 betima about bontin and betima the number of applicants are ombekwa kugu baby fakono ombetimia hen high omo na screening processes no ebetimi akoso intem ediamamo man genesa but then you tempted somebody in Crawford close to about 30,000 20,000 ebekwa kugu baby bako but in Crawford be 20,000 ebekwa kugu baby bako Elwak Sports Stadium na makwa ko share omo mene se sebi omo nko honum na monko screening process at the time amunim say even the necessary military officers say almost supervise also protected the lives of these innocent ones no crampo no musa Elwak Sports Stadium I don't know so and a stampede because of say these people, these military officers were not able to control the crowd, were not able to control these people, didn't know. There was a stampede at the time these people were rushing to get screened at that particular moment. Muhu se nipensi ye wuni de be e ka se Ghana ha na ye wo no just asem asi ansa na impanifo wo krom ha no etimi ahwe ho asem aka enti nka nipensi na enwudi a enka se bi impanifo no enhu se wo betimi achichem venues enum aba ku bia betimi afa 2 centers batches nka betimi ama batches na aye immediate. Ama some of these people no I enhance ama the screening processes no akọ intentem e de ama mum Ghana military armed forces na mo kru mu anom no but man nya ne saa matwen ama ni pensie wu. Currently as we speak we have 5 people are omo ICU. See with the ICU it means intensive care unit. Asebi baby am no din komo no ebi krampo ntimi nka omo ho ebi eni nteye. As of last week, to Sambria Meno Kase, Bebrena Omeninti means conscious. One person unstable. Our conscious up to now, the Ninti. And you want us to believe. Says Sanya Manamuye, you know. Ain't no, I was here. Fine, what the about one thing. Maybe my boss my side because I see. But me up home in Shemu, I make sure some moon quiet damn mistake. It's more the 5 centers about some centers. We bet me carry 2 centers and we bet me a bois. I facilitate screening processes. No, but why did you need to wait for this thing to happen before you find measures to solve this kind of problem? So every video that's now this was at a point abaya baako asebi okọ unconscious as stampede ni see ye amanfo tietia no so say amanfo tietia no so okọ unconscious ano mu twin so de gu no so e wax sports stadium e baako na da so no because of say the Banya ni pana ya say he wants to fight for our country. He wants to serve our dear nation. He wants to serve the security service that we are having in our country. It is even a privilege for the country to have such huge numbers wanting to serve the security services that we have in our country. But Boni Omayini say screening processes, because of the military officers, because of impeniphobia, or more self-parochial interest, any day they did not do the deserved thing to make sure say in Kwadana sebi omakobo chenku ewo Elwak Sports Stadium no ebetimi ahwe ama bibi bone ento omo man ye saa de man ho nyina o cheso o man pɛ ho asɛm anka enkran bebrebe wakogu Elwak Sports Stadium de tie ye nka bi nhiem president ni baby a wonim say good Wednesday oba asantememu aba be organize enkokon ketenkete ama Santaman project nkokon ketenkete ono de ba abonten ama Ghana fo benya nkokon ketenkete akọ omufi akonye omo na A2 adaroma ono so a vote $18 million edi process this chicken fees edi feed nkokon ketenkete ye bebo na baso e wo Jubilee Park Okumasi and wan kebi anhim ye the sun news way edi abreno all because of the ignorance and the reckless decision that some of our leaders take wo krum hanoma. Sebi yana mejene ho amenti ase but me blame obi. I will blame the deputy defense minister Broja Jemfi. Me blame the deputy defense minister Broja Jemfi because of say fine as we speak right now Dr. Omane Buama was part of the August 6 in Crawford sebi moko hero monkwa in a helicopter crash no or can be he was the defense minister and as we speak right now oni hobi warene nkwa yesi no in your state barrier, the amount you see, now the deputy defense minister, in collaboration of the acting defense minister, that is, Kesel Atoforsen, only the active defense minister. You see, no, he all serve as a minister of finance, and also as an active defense minister. It's a double tax. But the deputy defense minister there, you have been in that position for the past 11 months. So you know the ins and outs. So what the incumbents collaborate I standing in the shoes of Kaiser Watu Forsen, I'm making sure say some of these things no, it will not happen. Because some of these things it will not happen. And it will be a nipa senkwa and the Ghana Armed Forces airport. I'm not sure it's be through 10,000. I'm not sure. So the number of applicants and the Ghana Armed Forces airport. So omumbra be serve ye my Ghana no me sure it's be through 10,000. Look at the number of people at Ghana Armed Forces at ton omo forms at the maomo across the length and breadth of this particular country. Baku si wo Babara Sports Stadium. Na sa wohwe Babara ni pe kogu Baba Yara. It was even more than what happened at Elwak Sports Stadium. But sa in some no yen kan wasem e wo krum hanom. There is this girl. Na nyam watch na enkomo we ni ba be die tre nyam Wednesday media mu investigation betimi aba because baby am beti sesi ano ababa wane da Konfanochi ICU unit are currently as I'm speaking right now wako unconscious and then that been Monday, right? So yending come off free Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 6 days ni ababa wana ko unconscious. Your friend is Sandra or 24 years. Wako unconscious, and right now as we speak, not any of the Ghana Armed Forces in Penifo and as a Ghana in Penifo na ko konfanoche akoheno aka nsembia dead yache ne busuya for currently as we speak. The ababa wana ya ne say oba be serve she wanted to serve our dear country. Bani anwa ya no. She wanted to serve our dear country. Our president was quick. His Excellency was quick to go to 37 military hospital. But I don't know. Say the military officers at that time no more supervising the screening process. No. They gave this valid information to the president. As they passed out this valid information to the defense minister, the acting defense minister or the deputy defense minister for him to know, say, at Baba Yara Sports Stadium, another stampede near see or Elwak, the same thing BC or Baba Yara. And what to him, I'm a Baba friend says Sandra. Etimi akon conscious. Ah baby a Sandra da e the ICU unit e wo confirm e mo ye din dia ma no. Nhwehwemu a doctors for na ye currently have to speak ne say ababa wa no stampede ni si ye no ebi tietia ne tisu tietia ne boso ne nsa so ma say baby aka na adwen. So the probability say ababa friend says Sandra beba enkwemu no e very high. Say even poso oba enkwemu a amomu tietia ne tisu no aka na adwen ontimi nye stable ontimi nye normal person. And somebody been a chegu away video no so no. See, I'm very serious and this issue is actually critical. Sandra Eda confirmed currently as we speak. In peniphobians you ho. Obedience you ho. In peniphobians you ho. Talking about the deputy defense minister, the Ghana Armed Forces in Penifo, Mudia Ababa Wano Kotuon, obedience you ho. Eti akodane mama the parents even nebusuafo no they are feeling bitterness within their heart say yeah de share ne bar screening or bar screening say oba be ye I mean she wanted to become a military leader oba ya na asem kese say na ato no not any of these military leaders eletimi aba confirm na chabe ababa wanu po ho no. Not to talk about some of the government officials, including the Deputy Minister of Defense. And even po ultimate troop in Ako Konfanoche, Ako Ababa reference Sandra, 24 years. Baby Odano, it is actually critical. Me say, Omutieti and so Emane kana drink, I cannot drink. It's a Baba one even po, Senyamea Domna so ba in Kwemwa. Papa wanting to mean normal. That is the doctor's report. Omo reports any almost research on you know. That is what they are saying. Since Wednesday up to enam no kase. Onye na onti any on kasaye. Onye any movement for even the doctors and nurses at Konfanoche to even see say obetima bankwem. This is not a joke. We are in a country. Look at the number of people who trooping in. so we be attack. Check the number of people I call. Check the number of people I call Barbara Sports Stadium. Check the number of people I call Elwak Sports Stadium. That should tell you, say, the unemployment rate that we are facing in our country, is under a threat. This country. Say mpenifo anhyehyɛ ɔman ni ye na mpenifo no tembia no mo fa mmebunu no sɛbi ye ba be dada mo tembia duru abatoa ne abɛka nsɛm pa de atom de atom mutrim omontoma ya ebebie nnwuma mebie 1,000 jobs at a time ebebie 2,000 jobs at a time because say opanyi bi ebepe akonya Ghana akonya so obedi or so about the one district one factory beba and the one district one factory no enye emu bie na otimi yede mo my Ghana. We are seeing a lot of youth who are unemployed at this particular point. And you be security services no. Checking the number of people they troop in so much compared to my. And I'm telling you, say majority of these youth, they are not even passionate about the job that they want to do. They are not passionate about that. They don't have any passion towards the Ghana Armed Forces. Obi wo no ma, the whole children to the extent say the obedi crampo in the man. It end obekwa got forms no. Se boso me so anasese nyame ya na dom ne ya fa na boso me so anye bia no. Ghana bind or the worker obetua. Obenya simpoa e da to ni botum da to kokoko bia at the end of every month. It is some branch here, some baba wano. So often no, our military service, he or she doesn't have any passion for that particular job. She's not passionate about the job. But then you are picking him or her because of unemployment rate that we are having in our country, Ghana. To the extent, say, the military officers, the big people that we have in the military, the ways, the measures, the procedures that they took during the screening process, it was even wrong. It began away with day. Or say a kind of creature man for bu krumanum. Say be in Quadano munye boni. Boni o mayane say mo be forms. Mo be forms so mo beto forms no. Here producer, if some make kasika Ghana Armed Forces for nya or these forms ho 31 million Ghana cedis. 31 million Ghana cedis. That is the amount of money the Ghana Armed Forces enyaye. According to memory research, 31 million Ghana cedis. That was the money Ghana Armed Forces for enyaye from these particular screening processes and the forms that they sold out to these applicants. 31 million Ghana cedis. And look at the screening. This poor screening that you did last week. It may end up with 6 people losing their important lives. Losing their important lives. I was going on social media and I saw one girl. The way the girl was actually happy in this life, Say TikTok on the producer, I'm gonna use to be a home media. TikTok menye good one. The way ababa one side jide no. One can be ashamed same way better to know. One can be ashamed. Producer, Safan Kura 6 ne to so man omo for too much. The M say Sasem ne see no yenya be me bi ogine mu se wo. Yenya be me bi. E mayo maku 6 no mawu. Producer, from Maya 6 ne to so mame. E Maya no ho fe. O hwe Maya ne color. Say be omo pictures. Omo color pa say be omo the question for ma. Yeah. For these things to happen to such beautiful girls, women, I make her say ebi ma ewo me bi ho. Producer for picture no to mame na indi nkomo ni na. I say nkomo no e fa sana na I say akom no ya tie simi so. Yes, a family. Yes, a family. Yes. Hey, ode say what joining more Tofiakwa TV? What joining more Fache TV? What joining more Time TV on YouTube on Facebook? What they won't share? What they won't share, man? Check him, man. Hey, the first one, no. Chocolate color, come on, fair, beautiful pink lips. Second one, the same thing. Third one, the smiling. A smiling face crying. Fourth one, also come on. Fifth one, come on. Hey, seat one, also come on. Home for fair. Or check. Home for fair. obo ho fefefe producer to water friend no sa obo ho fefefe wow hear me say back you taste yes ni the question form because of some people ignorance and their neglection are leading to this kind of I mean big problem baba to my Ghana now me dey me ya Sandra dey na si wo Kumasi no producer as we speak right now we haven't heard the the family of Sandra in common no mudi medino they are telling me say omunyanti penimu bianka say oba konfa no cha baba he omo and unim ade me yan say Sandra san ba nkwemu bi ma nyame bo na oba nkwemu bi ma na se nyame ampata na se nkomo na doctors fu ni di se aka na adwen no se saa na be kwa akoye minka se saa na be ba saa na be ya wan hwe obesa ba ye burden ediama ebusuano. That is why I'm saying say we shouldn't allow these things to happen. It's not na o ma asase mu esi ye no afena mo pass no pumasi bre ahwe edi hu nkomo say afei de the next screening process is about November 20th in about 5 centers that Mudia Babontin there you will have some centers at least a bit more cater for 2 centers. Elwak Sports Stadium amanfo ebo chenku ekogu hono no that Elwak Sport it's na munim say Elwak bet me continue 2 centers then ahead you went ahead to create just 1 center in Elwak Sports Stadium. Mon yene ho amai no mpenifo no enwene ye ho saa na yene na mon yene ye ho no man hwe yi a ebedru baby no amanfo bebre na so ebe yo madwen so so enwene oman no ho now say me twaso akwani mo a at 37 military hospital we saw His Excellency John Dramani Mahama walking in and going into the 37 military hospital. Maybe say patients been that video. Yes, we will say all walking in or kohonum a digimediane kama at Elwak Sports Stadium. And so we'll check it in Koma a course so honoma. It was actually one of the biggest thing that happened ever honoma. Yes, thank you, patience. Patience and they will launch them. So now this was the video. And this is the video of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Yes, when Odru Honomono, the leader of the legation at 37 Military Hospital, needed to address His Excellency about the happenings at Etimi Esi Ewo 37 and Yenshe Senya na Usi address John Dramani Mahama Ewo Honomono. It tells you say John Dramani Mahama no. When it comes to these kind of things, he is actually one of the best presidents that we've actually had. How he was able to respond in a quick moment in going to 37 military hospital just to see the patient, just to see the people. It tells you how good and how capable, how competent Raja Dramani Mahama is actually doing in this particular moment. Video this is here and I'm Sambra. see from the face of Yera Dramani Mahama, he was very angry. He felt disappointed. He felt say this thing shouldn't have happened in this particular situation or finding this out, because in Chebia just some 2-3 months ago, and August 6, one of the biggest things that happened here under his leadership. Etono after Sendipa 8, Omu Elko Oboasia. In a helicopter, Intimianko Yanfama, Irajan Mahama, and the aftermath about 2 months. So he felt disappointed. I think he felt disappointed looking at the face, disappointment, and I show His Excellency in him. And then he felt say the military officer should have done something better about this particular situation. And this is what we are saying. But so we'll check here. Producer man, some of the pictures. When you honorable Waban Backpen, I also echo military hospital, echo Shra, Amanfwa, Sebi, no so a prepra, Ewo Honman, almost so a receive medical care. No, we saw honorable Waban Backpen flaunting into the hospital, 37 military, and also Equakwaje na Yare. Sorry, Okwako show moi, Sebi no me prepra, Ewo Honman. We saw how he was. He was also not good together with the majority leader. Yes, the majority leader Alhassan Ayariga, almost also echo ya, almost also echo share or more honum. Now, mami moving away from that story. Now, descending back another story. Ninding komoka kanami fa energy media in sinami reading mo comments ne mo issues ni be enfamam. Now, check here. Enra yenke minshim de who say a lot of things here koso with social media and so. Then there koso the ote yante the ote so na so pemu asem do bisa. Then there koso the YEA boss, that's a Malik Basintali, and MPP 40B Asuja say Omuti Nkoma Koso within the NDC a branch no to dono. Sebi when ya sebi oyare ya flying in the Yuga, just okwakoji intensive care just near my uncle ye or Malik Basintali. Numu and San Commodisha say basso na pe and a Malik. And then one blogger on 1957, a year video call and only 18 come. Now looking at the video call, no, the sound and the video call ni muamba, but then everything be actually be out here video call ni much say Malik Basintali or one kasana no ye, yes no ye. The whole ya bonny beard it is sound common there qua bonting, Sa Branton no sebi when ya stroke, ya fly in the free Ghana, Eden qua brutry, or quacoje, Nayarisano, or seeing Dean Common Fancher looking at video now, ocean Gusne Chigua producer, dear Tosuna, it is telling you, say, a Branton no ye. So those news doesn't need to be entertained in our social media and also in our circle. It is uncommon but say me call the page the Facebook page what throw near maybe ewo honum what throw near maybe one that's Malik Basintali throw near maybe ewo honum was say we a toli was we a toli was a toli was say we a kurugu toli was a kurugu toli na honor no ye what tinkwem yen fly in fanunko UK or Ghana here old the Juma ewo o man kron Ghana chess or so edidi Juma. It is uncommon MPP for the about one thing saying so or no Malik Basintali ya flying in the call UK or kwakwati na Yarisan or say intro nkwa and the MPP forum at the tono so. But mamin call me other story name didn't come on and say nah. Last week we saw the budget presentation. Ira Kesel Wato Forsen Etimi Echo presented the core parliament. Now in this particular year, I will say the NDC presented 4 budgets. Currently, as we speak, Oma presented 2 budgets. Now left with 2, and I will say Oma presented. Now the second one, and Ira Kesel Wato Forsen Etimi presented here our parliament. Now looking at in Komona Wudi, when you Japan, because of say for the first time we've actually included the Kumasi and as the Ashanti region in the budget. In the movement, the creative art industry, what we would say, a target, yes, a target. What today, the portfolio, ne other creative people are more Kumasi no. In Komona Eba, the budget, Honorable Case Wato Force and Echo presentee and in actually say for the first time no ye babisi National Theatre ewo Kumasi ye CB ewo Accra ye babisi bi Kumasi Cultural Center eno mo babisi the National Theatre ewo ahanom eti Kumasi de no it has been included the National Theatre ye babisi Kumasi no it has been included in the budget but so who read there that's not I say 3 billion Ghana cedis has been allocated to strategic road projects in our country. So meaning say we are having a lot of poor road services that are enkoye or my Ghana mu. But uti en common case what to force and the atujana or say $3 billion, 3 billion Ghana cedis has been allocated to strategic road projects in Ghana. So this year the country Ghana, His Excellency, is going to invest, is going to do well to make sure, say, some of the untarred roads, some of the potholes that we have, some of the poor, deplorable roads that we have in our country, $3 billion or being instructed are invested into our roads transportation. Just to avoid accidents in our country. He will make sure, say, $3 billion, the budget will be invested solely in our transportation system that we have in our country, Ghana. And ubetimi abua ama bibia etimi akoye. Na already next one abrantepa fatosomame. Also, we will prioritize capital investment in infrastructure, especially the big push. We will prioritize capital investment in infrastructure, especially the big push. Me was saying yedi enem common equity kakra. Say me the woko wechia in 2016 when Yera John Mahama in manifesto or the book be babontin, it was called the Green Book. The Green Book especially was all about the infrastructures, the development, the transportation system that Yera John Mahama it me design and a book anymore. He did a lot of things. In fact, what seeing a dying infrastructures and in Yamabi with the Green Book and of it, he showed it off to the people of Ghana. But this time around, or no Kasa sounds to another system. When it was in 2015, 2016, it was about the Green Ghana. Oh no, it made the Green Book by. But this time around, we initiated a particular policy called the Big Push system. The Big Push in infrastructures, development. See, basically, some of the social amenities are some communities are lacking. He's going to make sure so basically those things amanyama etimesi. But this time around, capital infrastructure as a capital investment or betima prioritize infrastructural development in our country Ghana. That is the big push. I invested very well. Now may they go into the next one. Here are cases to force and essence of the budget presentation. There was also the so the government will provide over 4,000 agricultural machines to 50 districts. 4,000 agricultural machines to 50 districts in our country. Ye kromo hanom pie agriculture. Most of the youth, most of the people are enter into agriculture. And agriculture, the farmers will need machineries, farmers will need tools, farmers will need equipment just to enhance them in their production services. During harvest time, you meet my enough harvest just to help the people of Ghana. In terms of exporting them for the country to also generate revenue. This time around, farmers na for now. Idea back be machines. And then you betimi and a government see in Kete almost the 4,000 agricultural machines. Ebetimi ama 50 districts in our local people are omukruma senebeya almost betimi aye krayono kama ama bibia etimi akuye. Lastly, namedi and then common so President Mahama has directed all schools to buy Ghanaian rice and maize. Also, President Mahama has directed all schools to buy Ghanaian rice and maize, which is very beautiful to the people of Ghana because of and then we should eat Ghana and then we should grow Ghana. Eat Ghana, grow Ghana, and no fapping pie was see is how people will buy our local rice and people will also buy our local maize that we have in our country. Local rice in the asante long grain rice ɛno krampo no ɛnwa ho ɔde no wɔ soro a wodi kratimi boawo ɛma sɛ bunya pomodin foforo ɛwɔ obodinim. So we are trying to say if you are able to patronize our locally grown foods it will help production to also go up, because say me krani na se medua meburo medua memo na se medua na se meton na se won so o to a enu mu na betimi ahye me nkuran aba masanso akodua saa eburo ene saa emu ni bim se na be ya me de ba market ne so a won so betimi ato na sika na ye benya no stay within our country, and then these kind of resources will easily boost our economy that we have in our country. So President John Dramani Mahama wa she obia se emo na yedua okrum an obia nto bindi eburo na yedua okrum an obia nto bindi. The producer o de won pemo be dem pemo ti beto bi edi. Mami reading your messages de kakra na ye friend the Jumedi no in fancy way free in 4 for Douglas. I say good morning Maestro. Good morning in 4 for Douglas. So bibia boko there. Yes. We also free ata Jim 4 also let's share family. Yen share na bibia ntibi nko ye na Jumedi no ye de Jumedi ne kama. We also free Nuhu Salim. Was it Ghana must work again. Yes, Ghana must work again. Of course. Nuhu Salim Nankasabim was it Baumia never again. And also so at the by we also free Jumom Mercy or say Maestro. Yes, AJ say be about there. On one person should be or say you are too much Maestro or the fire emojis and our tour at the Amaya. Yes, also so we are too much AJ Jumo Mercy. We also free comfort and also I'm even surprised about the military officers. I say I'm even surprised about the military officers. Of course, I'm also even surprised about Kwamofaso Ayomo screening processes. No, we also free comfort and no hankasa be must say the youth should rise. Oh, again, draw comfort. Again, draw. We messages kakra most so metimi e dia ba ye de hu djuma kama e dia ma e Tofiakwa TV, Fache TV, and also Time TV, all on social media, that is on Facebook, on also on YouTube. I'm very thankful to all of you who had your ample time to actually watch us, and then like, share, and then give out your comment for me to also read. Many Japan said Munina Mutimi join exactly 1 hour. It's made it in common. I'm a baby at Miakoye. Maminda, my boy form so my same mammy did you made way. Ebrona, Millennium Construction Company Limited, made in common. Edia Charles, a dance, so person will see would dying, open a dance only a matwa for the tray. Millennium Construction Company Limited. Not a moon shade, no moon see would dine, no assassin, or mon passa, say, I said, be Mansu Chin be in the home, no mon farmer, no bibia. Intimi enkoyi tifo ni Millennium Construction for aso ye na edo mu didi nkomo wahu na omon pɛ dan no de efo ene de ne bo nso wo fom a kyese wo botum sika na betimi aso e de amaw de we twetwa na kakra na dan no ababa ye wo de na waye landlord waye landlady no besro ko Millennium Construction Company Limited then you mo enkodi enkomo mamenda abrantepaya success I say or a special producer otimi ebomechi ema bibia timi ekoye patience as so edboa me de niam atoto so kakra edema be afen so Emmanuel Labi so ema niam akoye pa edema me mia me di dwumadi ho chia me de ma no for the abruptly 1 hour no ye frame Big Brother GH the Maestro ebo exactly 3 p.m. pepe pa Fato Fache TV, Fache Sports, ye babedi jumedi ne kama now so no we ni etimi aje pa ediama. But in Yameboa Wednesday, same time, same day, Ibishia. Macrao.
So a reset agenda.
One key idea President John Dramani Mahama Asaye, a bin si da, the gold board.